by culture that has sort of seeped in. Kiss was never cool. Entertaining was never cool. I was kind of there. Wasn't that cool? Song several years ago, and it was in Australia. That's why I feel so weird. I was in Australia 48 hours ago. I flew to Australia Sunday evening, and I came back day before yesterday evening, and I'm still kind of seeing koala bears. I wrote this song in the Prince Hotel in Melbourne, and one of those things where, you know, you're jet lagged and watching the news loop over and over and over again, and things sort of sink in deeper than they really should be allowed to. But your consciousness is, you know, what it is, and it's the cards you get to play. So from that point on, whatever you let in there, you're going to have to live with probably for the rest of your life. That's why culture is so important. I read a book around that time, and it was what started it all was watching tanks roll into Gaza for the latest collapse of peace talks in that part of the Mideast. And I was reading a book as it happened at the same time called Warriors of God by James Reston. And it's a book about the Third Crusade. Now, the Third Crusade, I learned in that book. I got an 8th grade education. We didn't get to the Third Crusade by the 8th grade in Texas. I don't know about you. They were still lying to us about what happened at the Alamo. I learned in that book that the Third Crusade, that was about Richard Coeur d'Alene, Richard the Lionheart, and versus Salah ad-Din. Now, Richard the Lionheart, I knew about him. I knew that he was the King of England. But I learned in that book that he spoke English as a second language because he was really French. He's buried in France. And so I remember I said that in England, and this guy in the back goes, "No, he wasn't. He was a Norman." Which he wasn't. But, you know, the Normans were French. They're all Germans, so it's kind of all Germans, you know. But I learned in that book that Salah ad-Din was a Kurd, and that was an even bigger revelation because, you know, well, when we rolled into Baghdad, there were statues of 2 people in Iraq. There were statues of Saddam Hussein and Salah ad-Din, because Salah ad-Din was Saddam Hussein's hero. And we all know what happened to Kurds in the Iraq of Saddam Hussein, so that confused me somewhat. He just left out that part, that his hero was a Kurd. Revelation was how close together the Dome of the Rock and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Western Wall are one piece of real estate about the size of this building, folks. And people have been fighting and killing each other for over a couple of thousand years over how to go about worshiping the same God, not 2 gods, not 3 gods, but the same God. The God.
Hear, hear.
When I wrote this song, people said, well, you like to write those songs about lost causes and hopeless cases. Well, it's actually not true. I can't afford to believe that there's anything like a hopeless case or a lost cause, because I am a recovering heroin addict. I simply can't afford to believe that such a thing exists. I did. There was a time when a lot of people believed that about me, including myself. So. Now, when I wrote this song, I had never been to Jerusalem, and I've still never been to Jerusalem. Although that's going to change in January. I'm going to produce a record on David Brosa in East Jerusalem with an Israeli and Palestinian band. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll finally get to see all the places in the song. This morning, none of this is good. That machines were rumbling across the ground where Jesus stood, and the man on my TV told me it's always been that way. Had nothing anyone can do or say. Lost my mind, now gained my senses again. Looked into my heart to find I believe in one fine day the children of Abraham will let down their souls forever in Jerusalem. Some comfort now and then, and the storm comes rolling in. I can't lay me down, and the drums are drumming again. I can't stand the sound. I believe the coming day when the lion and the lamb together in Jerusalem. There will be no barricades then. There'll be no wire walls. We can wash this blood from our hands. And it's hatred from our souls. But I believe to come day. And the children of Abraham will lay down their souls forever in Jerusalem. Yeah, we must believe that one fine day the children of Abraham will lay down their souls forever in Jerusalem. wrote this one's